educational webinars, quarterly chair calls, networking opportunities, and an online platform to connect. Realtor.org/YPN is the website for YPN with the National Association of Realtors. Again, it's realtor.org/YPN. Has a wealth of great information. There are blogs about social media. There's blogs about, you name it. Young, innovative minds are bringing forth great information. So some of the successful networks have held square table educational summits. There is a YPN in Houston that has their own designation. So you can earn a designation by taking core criteria courses. So again, we're enhancing professionalism in the industry. Bar camps. Has anyone heard of a bar camp? Bar camps, I don't think they're as popular in Southern California, which they should be, but a bar camp is just, if you ever see a bar camp is pretty much a group of people that just get together. They're agents and realtors, and you do get together in an informal setting like a bar, but there are instructors and really dynamic innovators that come and teach classes, and it's just kind of an informal group setting, and they're not allowed to pitch their product. If they pitch their product, they get kicked out of the bar camp. So it's really like a great opportunity for everyone just to get together and share and network. So if you see anything like that coming up in your area, I definitely encourage you to attend. Karaoke. One of the YPNs raised over $13,000 for the Realtor Political Action Committee by having karaoke. So this might be a really fun event for you guys to think about. Basically what happened was they would challenge each other to sing. So if I challenged Kevin here to sing, and he didn't want to sing, he'd have to pay extra money to not sing. And then other people would pay more money to get him to sing. So $13,000 was raised. Top Producers Panel, and I talked to Kevin this morning. He's looking at putting together a really great panel for you guys with top producers and great community service projects as well. Mentorship programs, we talked a little bit about that. We definitely encourage all realtors and YPN members to attend things like Legislative Day in May up in Sacramento. You get to storm the state capitol with about 2,000 realtors and really hear from our elected officials and really lobby for particular issues that affect us. Some of the hot issues last year were appraisals. We know that that's an issue. Tax withholding, point of sale, all of those things that we don't really love as realtors. So the California Association of Realtors YPN objectives. My role as the chair for the YPN for California is to make sure that we send a clear, consistent message throughout the state. And my goal is to bring forth the NAR initiatives as well as the state initiatives to all of the local YPNs. So some of the major goals for the National Association of Realtors is a national RPAC YPN fundraiser, and we know that better as the Realtor Action Fund. So that's scheduled for March, and they'll be raising political funds for realtor survival. Growing YPN globally. We hear a lot about the international realm of things these days, so they're looking at growing YPN globally, which is another great networking way to get referrals back and forth. And let me tell you, I get about 3 to 4 calls a week, whether they're calls or text message or Facebook messages or emails of YPNers across the country needing me to help them connect other YPNers for referrals. So I get a lot of calls, and thank goodness they're working on a YPN database so that I don't have to be the initiator of all of that. They're also enhancing the website. We talked about the leadership retreat as well. Okay, so some popular questions are, what should a local YPN structure look like? And that's up to you guys here at this association, but I know with Kevin and Kelly in charge, you guys have a great group. You have an advisory group that's kind of the task force, and they will be planning some great events for you throughout the year. And I encourage everyone in the room to participate and get involved. I'm going to skip that one. I do want to share just a couple quick videos of an association president's perspective. I have a couple of perspectives of presidents at other local associations that have really felt that the YPN has contributed to their association. So hopefully we'll have sound. Or not.
One of my goals as president was to form a Young Professionals Network group. We did that so successfully. I'm so proud of what our group has accomplished. They have grown leaps and bounds. They are involved in the latest technology. They are out there working, and they've got a great energy. If you are an association president and you do have a YPN, get behind them and get them going. If you don't have one, get one started. You will be amazed at the energy that they bring about.
Hi, this is Imran Pilati, your president for the Central Valley Association of Realtors in 2011. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what Young Professionals Network has meant to me and my association. Recently we started our own Young Professionals Network, and it's been a hit. More and more agents are getting more involved in what the association is doing, and I think it's bridging a gap between the younger and older generations, both for the younger generation to show the older generation how to do business on a technological aspect, as well as the older generation doing some reverse mentoring as well. So I look forward to this year being our first year as a YPN, and I'm really encouraging any association that's interested in doing a YPN to get started. It's done nothing but positive things for our membership, and definitely the right thing for your association too.
Wow. One thing I do want to share also is that through YPN, we have been able to groom a lot of leaders, and I want to emphasize the fact that it's great that you have yours that just kicked off and just started. The National Association of Realtors President, Ron Phipps, is very much an advocate for YPN. In fact, he's the one that brought 80 YPNers up to the Leadership Summit in Chicago to participate in leadership training. And he also has put several YPN members on his executive committee at NAR, as well as the strategic planning committee, so that we can really look at the 5-10-year goals of the National Association of Realtors and where our business is heading, and as well as every committee. So every committee at NAR and every committee at CAR has a young professional on it. A lot of local associations are appointing a young professional to the board of directors as well, just to get a different perspective. Sometimes we get stuck doing things the way we've done for a very long time, and sometimes it just takes one set of eyeballs to say, hey, why do we do it this way? Is there another way we can do it? And I think if you embrace your group, you'll really find that your association and your area will grow with your professionalism. I have one last video. I'm going to try to skip this one. Let's see. Okay, so this is a fun message. If we have sound from last year's CAR President, Steve Goddard. Okay, we're going to give it 1 second.
Wow, Young Professionals Network, YPN, that is hot. It started last year. California is one of the largest networks in the United States. NAR is so happy with us. We're growing exponentially, and everybody's having a good time and learning. And so get involved, learn, and be a better realtor.
That's all I have, unless you have any specific questions for me. Any questions about YPN that anything I haven't covered? I just want to emphasize that it's an amazing group. Each association handles it a little bit differently, and your leadership team is really great, and I know that they're going to do a great job this year and bring you some new, innovative, great things to your association. So get behind YPN, get involved. If you're on a committee already, you're probably on a committee because somebody asked you a long time ago. They said, either they forced you and dragged you in here, or they said, hey, I see a spark in you. You have something to bring to this association. So go back to your offices. If you have a young person that you know is a future leader, or they have that spark in them, pull them aside and get them involved. Now's the time for them to step up to the next level. So thank you very much for having me here. That's all I have.